So I cracked it open, I sanitized it, and I embossed holes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 equally to what I had done on 1 to 4. And I just looked at the gaps a little bit, but I only sort of pressed the reed a little bit on hole 6. So it seems like I can get the bend easier if I hit straight on. If I try if I try draw, bend, it's not happening. I'm not quite sure what part of the anatomy to move, which is strange really, because yeah. A harmonica. There's like a inflection, I believe. B flat. I need to get a B. Well, there's an inflection going on there. So this is a good example of how yesterday I couldn't get this to budge one little bit. And bearing in mind, I don't think, right, no one can say, I can't say it's happening now because I've embossed the slots. Like, right, going by my estimate, right, yeah, 1847 Zidell 1847 classic, right, out of the box, right, 60%, it's a good standard, 60-70% great harmonica, right? The reason why I say 60-70%, because some people might go, oh, that's rubbish, it should be amazing for that price. Well, they are, but I'm leaving 30%, right, for customization. Okay, so at my experience level, what I've done is just, between 3 and 7%, just closing those gaps around the reed a bit of embossing at the top, around, yeah, down 3/4 of the way down of each reed, 3/4 of the way down, just closing that gap a little bit, you know what I mean? So rather than any type of extreme movements and trying to get it 100%, like, whoa, emboss, oh yeah, and now it's hitting metal, and now I've got to take some back, and not doing that. I'm more of a, now I have done that, but now I'm more of a, let's get it moving between 3 and 8%. Now, whatever percentage it started at, quality wise and playability wise, it's now just moving that little bit more. Yeah, I'm not a professional. I don't open these things every day of the week. That's not my job, right? It's already a good quality harmonica. I had to clean it anyway. So I just thought, well, why not? I may as well emboss. If I've got 1 to 4 embossed, and then I may as well emboss the rest. Now it's ready for the bend on the 6th drawer, and also I've just begun a course that I bought years ago from Liam Ward, which is on blow bends. It's module free. One thing that I will say about that module is it doesn't really talk about how to do it. He says, and I love Liam Ward, he's a great guy, but what he says is it's much like a draw bend, but you blow the air goes in a different direction. So for me, and so that in itself just proves, right, that one man or one teacher is not enough. We need a community. We need accountability. We need um, we need each other. We need the community. Like when I'm like, oh, how do I overblow sort of thing. Well, I've gone to the 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different sources. Yeah, because one guy goes EU or Kiku or Ray Mei Beiji Wang Tang, and then another guy says something else, but it's that other guy and what he said that helped you. But for another guy, it's the Kiku and the Wang Tang and the EU Bang Boo and something like that, whatever. It worked for him, but then somebody else got it that way. Another one said whistle backwards. Another one said nod your head about. And somebody else says put a straw in your mouth. Now, um, now each of them might be valid at different times for different people. So that's why we need a community. But however, I've printed the Liam Ward module out, and there's a couple of songs that I'm going to be learning, and still there are resources there that I'm going to use. So I'm just sort of, that's just honest feedback. I'm a tongue blocker. So he's not really talking tongue blocking in it. I'm not saying it's not for you, don't buy it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's almost like the course goes from this is the information of which holes bend, what is a blow bend, stuff like that. But then how to do it, there wasn't really any sort of try this and try that. It was just, you know how to do a draw bend, now do the same but opposite. So, do you know what I mean? There's a bit of a gap there, sort of thing, I believe. But now I'll be going forward to learn the rest of it because, this is the problem with bending and trying to people who teach harmonica. When it comes to bending, it's a phenomena. It's inside the mouth. Everyone's different. No one can tell you the exact way to bend. No, I don't think it can be done. But if you go to a certain teacher, they can, and you pay them, they'll get you beginning to bend by the end of that hour, maybe. Do you know what I mean? But you're the one that's got to go and do the work. So, like I'm doing here with the C. See, it's gone now. See, what I'm doing there is my embouchure's like this. And you might go, that's why you've got such a weak, shrill thingy. No. I know how this works, right? Yeah. Yes, it is shrill. It is weak. And there's no tone there. But on the bending app, it is going towards the note that it is supposed to be. Tone will come and my embouchure will relax. Yeah, that's how it works. But for now, it's a bit like with the whole 4 on a C harmonica. I can get various tones and depths of the bend. But one of the things that helped me get it was closing my mouth. And yeah. making the cavity smaller. So on an A harmonica, there is a difference. But the thing is, with the C harmonica and the tongue blocking, I'm now relaxed and I know how to bend it so that I can use a bigger embouchure. I don't need to make that same effort like I am now with the whole six. I'm mostly using my lips. It's a small. What I'm doing right now is just training my ear. My tongue and everything else is probably being trained a little bit too, but it's getting that note. In time, the tone will develop once I understand the note, and once, yeah, it's on a C harmonica. I'm going from 6th draw, which is an A, down to A flat.